Hey fam, it's your boy Darren Brown coming to you with Darmac Builders. Want to talk to you guys about investments, talk to you guys about real estate, construction, insurance, try to give you guys a whole gamut of what's going on in the market so you can have some type of idea. Okay. This is just for references for you to, go back to if you want to look at the video. And so what I'm going to talk to you about interest rates, the difference, because some people are worried about like what happens if the interest rates go up and what kind of, how that would change or affect the market. Well, I was in mortgages for almost over 10 years. I was in the mortgage business, did mortgages, FHA, VA, conventional, you name it. I did it. And so I know what kind of effect that interest rates have. So I just want to give you an example of some things that's going on in the market. Because every time a person is qualifying for a mortgage, they have certain ratios that they have to meet based on their gross income. So the interest rates have a direct effect on that, because the higher the interest rate is, the amount of money that you're borrowing is going to increase proportionally. So let's give an example here. This is a standard 30-year mortgage. And let's say right now, interest rates are 3%. We're just talking about principal interest right now. We're not talking about taxes and insurance. Okay. So you went to the bank, you want to borrow $100,000. That $100,000 is going to, at 3%, your mortgage payment is going to be $421.60 for 30 years. That's what you're going to be paying. Not talking about your taxes and your insurance and stuff that goes with that, but that's what you paying back the bank. All right. And just say 6 months later, interest rates went up 3.5%. And you did not, let's say, for instance, you didn't go to the bank when it was at 3%. So guess what? Now your payment is going to be $449.04. Okay. Roughly about $28 more. Let's say you procrastinated. You didn't buy anything. And now all of a sudden interest rates increase again to 4%. So now your mortgage is $477.42 as opposed to $421 or $449. So if it's $477, you went from 3% to, let's say, 4%, right? Your payment increased by $56, a little bit over $600 a year. You're paying more. Let's just say the market went up, rates start going up from 3 to 5%. 5% is still a good rate. Well, how does that affect your mortgage payment? Well, guess what? My mortgage went from, if I was going to get a mortgage at 3%, I would have got one for $421.60. Now that same $100,000 is costing me $536.82, which is the differences of $115 a month that I'm paying for the same amount of money that I'm borrowing. So what does that mean? All right. So as you can see right now, how the market with the cost of the homes are increasing. Well, that means that this $100,000 that I'm borrowing is okay for this $100,000 I'm borrowing at 3%. So it appears like, okay, yeah, I'm borrowing cheap money, which is good. All right. Which is fine. But the moment that rate increases, okay, guess what's going to happen? There are going to be probably less people who can buy at this 100,000, because now that costs $536. So I could qualify for 421. Okay, I'm gonna give you an example. Let's say I can only get to 421 at 100,000, because that's my max right here. But that same 100,000 is going to be $536.82. So what we need to figure out is, if this is my maximum, how much can I borrow, right? How much can I borrow? Let me give you another video of that. How much can I borrow that's going to come out to 421 at 5%? Okay, so you're gonna see the math going on here. Okay, so let's say I only can qualify for 421 as far as principal interest at 3%. That's 100,000 I was able to get, right? But now interest rates are 5%, and if I borrowed that's at 536. So that's too much money. I can't do it. So I got to figure out how much of this that can come up to that at this rate. Okay, so stay tuned. I'll let you know. Peace.